Why is your family so tied in?
Just for doing it for so long.
Right.
Honestly. And, even before my father, I had my grandfather around the same time, I guess. Well, yeah, he was, I had a great uncle, or he was my father's great uncle, I believe, or cousin. And he was already big in the circus business. He was one of the biggest freaks in the world. He was most famous three-legged man, Frank Lentini.
Frank Lentini?
Yep. There he is.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He had 3 legs, 4 feet, 2 dicks, 16 toes.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
he had 2 wieners on him?
Yep.
Oh, my gosh.
2 peepees.
Dude, I couldn't even... You could serve... Dude, you could serve... Yeah, it's almost like a damn soda fountain at that point.
Yeah, leg, dick, leg, dick, leg. Like,
you could have urine and then Fanta out of the other one.
Man. It was wild. And they both worked.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. And how did y'all know that? Did they write it down somewhere?
Yeah, well, because he was so... Everybody wanted to know,
Right.
So like when he was traveling the freak shows, and he was really well spoken. They called him like the mayor of the freaks because he would go and speak for everybody. Like when he'd be like, we want more money or we want better working conditions or whatever. He would be the guy that would go talk to everybody. He worked for Ring Lane, Barnum and Bailey. He worked for all the big freak shows and circuses.
Wow, Frank Lentini was born in Sicily in 1881. Yep. He was the 5th of 12 children.
Yeah, and they didn't. His parents didn't really like him that much. Gave him to his aunt. Yeah, they were kind of ashamed of him
because he had 3 legs, each of different lengths. Now that's a lot to, because then you're like,
throw at your hip, like that's got to be crazy.
Yeah, it's got to be tough on your joints. A 4th foot that stuck out of one of his knees, 16 fingers, and an extra set of genitals. Wow, running on that spare Jenny, dude, huh? Keep the lights on, bro. His condition was the result of a parasitic twin.
Yeah.
That was attached to his body at the base of his spine. Wow.
And it was they couldn't take it off because, especially back then, I'm sure but it was too dangerous to try to remove.
He would go on to work with every major circus, including Barnum and Bailey. In his act, he would kick a soccer ball, ride a bike, and skate.
Yeah. He'd kick it out of his 3rd leg, like hold the ball over a football and kick it with his 3rd leg. Yeah.
Oh, bro, that's got to be so incredible, right? Huh? Yeah. Imagine
running and you can just kick somebody with your 3rd leg while you're running.
Dude, imagine you could play footsie with two women under the table. You like
still have an extra leg
in different directions, yeah, and one extra foot to tap to the music you're listening to. Dude, what a time, brother! His career spanned more than 40 years, and he came to be known as the king in the circus industry for his hard work and presence. He married and had 4 children. Wow,
yeah, all his children came out fine.
He died of lung failure. Damn, you'd think he got one of his legs caught in something. You know what I'm saying? Just the odds. Because every now and then I almost get one of my legs caught in something. Wow, look at that. Zoom in on one of these photos, please.
I love the one on the right where he's got like the one and he's got each other foot on a stool. It's such a trip.
Yeah, it almost looks like no, let's go to the other one that he was talking about. Yeah, is that what you mean? The black and the leather?
Yeah.
Wow, look at those pants. Those pants have to be like, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah, he said he would buy 2 sets of shoes and he would give his 4th shoe, the extra shoe, to a buddy that lost a leg.
Oh.
So they all went to use.
Oh, that's beautiful, man. Yeah, you just don't see that kind of stuff anymore. That's the toughest part about stuff. Wow, unbelievable. Look at that. Dude,
there he is as an old man down there.
Yeah, can we get one more picture of him? Frank Lentini. Oh. I wonder, what would it be like? Imagine this had to be such a flex. So you cross your leg and then you cross the other one over. Bro, people must have thought you were Jordan Peterson no matter what, right? That had to be so wild. Unbelievable. What else?
They used a picture of him on the back of an Alice in Chains album.
Was there?
Yeah, they have a 3-legged dog on the front, and he's the 3-legged man on the back.
I think I remember that.
Yeah, it's actually their best album.
Down in a hole. Is that them?
Yeah.
I'd like to fly, but my wings have been so denied.
You know it.
Dude, that's so incredible. So this is a relative of yours?
Yeah. He was my dad's either great uncle or cousin. I can't remember. I tried to like really narrow it down, but it's so long ago, and my dad's not with us, so I can't ask him anymore.
I'm sorry to hear that, man.
It's all right.
23andMe though, they might not even have these kind of.
My brother actually started doing that. So
Going
he's
back to see
with the
what was going
23
on?
and me, and like, yeah, he's got the ancestry going on. So he's trying to like put it all together.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I tried to find out some more information about him through that. I know he had 4 kids. They were all came out normal. No parasitic twins there.
Wow. So yeah, being a parasitic twin, can you bring that up for me? First of all, I've always thought twins should have to fight to see who
Who gets to make the shots, call the
gets
shots.
to stay alive.
Yeah, that's got to be tough.
And I'm not saying that nobody deserves to be alive, but it's just like, because it's kind of crazy when you meet one guy and then you meet, and they're kind of just each half of a guy or whatever.
Yeah.
And you're like, what are we doing here? Like, at least you two get together and decide what you want to say and then come tell us. It's
Exactly.
like, because it's a lot of extra kind of like back and forth, A parasitic twin is a type of conjoined twin where one fetus stops developing but remains attached to its twin. Wow. The other twin continues to develop, but is usually born with the limbs, organs, or other tissue structures from its parasitic twin still attached. It's a very rare condition. Gosh, dude, imagine just seeing.
What is that? Sorry.
Oh no, that's another
picture
child.
blew me
Huh?
off, huh?
Oh, that child is. She looks like Tila Tequila a little bit. Can you
I
zoom
can
in on
see
her?
that.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. But Doja Cat?
I don't know if that's Doja Cat, dude. That's bro, that's fucking hilarious, dude. I don't even know what Doja Cat looks like. I don't know, dude. No, that kid has longer hair than Doja Cat, I think. So people like Frank Lentini, what was that group? That group was called, what is it?
Freaks.
Freaks.
Yep.
Okay.
They were the freak show.
The freak shows. And that was popular. Did you ever work with that?
So occasionally the carnivals would have freak shows join up with us, but they were all, corner store freaks. They weren't really great. Like we had the rip off of the Lobster Man, and I actually think he was a relative of the original Lobster Man, but he had fake gloves that he would put on to make himself have fake lobster hands.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah,
That's not real, dude.
no, we had a lot of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of, because they had like the freaks were like the bearded lady I remember you would hear about. Like the 4-titted sister or whatever. They'd always have something, the lispy Jew. Or whatever. They always have something rolling
The
through.
lizard man or something
Yeah,
like
lizard
that.
man.
A real life mermaid was the one. They'd have a girl in a tank with like a
Yes.
fake suit on, acting like she was a real mermaid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The 4-shouldered Italian, they'd have that guy.
Yeah.
The smallest horse. I met the world's smallest horse one time.
We used to have that too. Yep.
Yeah, Tom
Yep.
Thumb is the one that I met.
I don't know the name of the one I had. We had, but yeah, he was at the fairs with the agriculture. He'd be there, he'd pay 50 cents and get to walk up and walk around and see him.
And go in, yeah.
Yep.
They had the dollar. I remember they had one dude at the fair in our town. It was like, if you gave him $1, he would tell you if you were fat or not, right?
Yeah, or guess your age or your weight or like stuff like that.
But this dude, I remember you give him $1 and he'd just call you fucking fat.
Oh, really?
And then you just,
Shit.
he was like the fat dollar guy or whatever.
That's
But
a good gig. I wonder how much money he
what
made.
the fuck? And you just walk off. You're like, Jesus Christ, dude.
I think he was just out there hustling people.
Yeah, he might not even have worked with the carnival,
Yeah,
dude.
so
Honestly,
that's a new one.
That guy could have been working different. Here's a couple of them right here. General Tom Thumb. Charles Sherwood Stratton was actually a relative of P.T. Barnum. When Barnum learned of Stratton's dwarfism, he sensed opportunity. Barnum took Stratton under his wing and taught him how to sing, dance, and impersonate famous historical figures. Wow.
Oh, that was the Lobster Boy.
Oh, here's Lobster Boy right here. As shocking as his appearance is, Grady Stiles' real-life story is even more shocking. Stiles' condition was known as ectrodactyly.
I think you got it.
Ectrodactyly, which causes hands and feet to fuse into claws. Yes.
Yeah.
The condition ran in Stiles' family. In fact, he was the 6th generation in his family to have it. His father was already performing in the circus when Grady was born, so he entered circus life early as the Lobster Boy. Wow, huh?
Oh, that was his kid, yeah.
Pinching ass and taking names, huh?
yeah.
That guy. Wow, look at him. And there's a picture right there of Bearded Lady and Lobster Boy. They fell in love.
Oh, that's romantic.
A Valentine's Day love story, huh? Wow.
I wonder what their kids would come out like, huh?
Yeah.
Bearded
Wow.
lobsters.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. I mean, it would probably be something, you'd see it like one of those fancy omakase places or whatever, I don't think Benihana would be running that.
It's probably not.
Get you a cut of freaking hair lobster, It might be. Who else did they have? Let me see a few more of them. These were all the freaks, right?
Yeah.
Lionel, the lion-faced man. Born Stephen Bibrowski in 1891, Poland. Lionel, the lion-faced man, endured a medical condition known as hypertrichosis, which is commonly associated with werewolf syndrome for obvious reasons. In an odd twist of fate, his mother was convinced the condition was caused by her witnessing his father being mauled by a lion when she was pregnant. Still, that was a coincidence, albeit a crazy coincidence. Wow.
I haven't heard of him.
Unable to handle his appearance any longer, she put him up for adoption when he was 4 years old.
Oh, no.
He was adopted by a German entertainer who put him onto the circus circuit.
See, and he made a life for himself. We need freak shows.
It's true, huh?
That way these freaks can make a living.
Yeah, they don't have, and they had, I remember, what was that thing? They had a dime. I want to think, because they almost had one in the, a dime museum. Can you look that up?
I thought you were talking about somebody that pays a dime museum and freak shows.
From the popular Coney Island amusement park in New York City to traveling circuses and sideshows, exhibits that featured people with physical differences was some sort of the most prevalent attractions in the 19th and early 20th centuries. Wow. Dime museums often featured humans who were considered different for the public to view and experience. Yeah, because I think they had some places where you could pay a dime, I guess was the name, I'm assuming. From 1840 until 1940, freak shows were at their height. Historians typically marked 1840 as the beginning of the freak show era. The museum contained many exhibits of historic artifacts and gaffs. Oh, that was the year P.T. Barnum began the American Museum, a New York City attraction that cost a dime to enter.
There it is.
The museum also housed many people who were considered to be rarities worthy of exhibition. Wow. So you'd have, the people included Tom,
there he is.
A person with dwarfism, the Aztec twins, albinos, and many other living curiosities. Wow. Dude, that's almost like a Deke fraternity somewhere,
It really is.
I mean, it's different, but it's probably similar. So did you ever you crossed paths with some of these guys, but it wasn't like.
Yeah, not like I said, the lobster man, a boy that was with us, I had heard, I didn't really talk to him, that he was a relative of the actual lobster man, but he had fake claws that he would put on. And we actually had one of the last living munchkin, though, that was out there touring with us at the freak show, is one of the dwarfs. And he was one of the original munchkins, and smoking bongs with him. He'd have to stand up on a picnic table in order to hit the bong.
Would he?
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, he was like 70 years old hitting the bong with us.
70?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think he was that old. I was young, but I'm pretty sure he was up there.
And he was a little guy?
Yeah, he was in a munchkin from the original movie.
Wow.
From Wizard of Oz.
He was in Wizard of Oz?
Yeah.
You smoked dope with the Wizard of Oz munchkin?
Munchkin, yeah.
No way.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, that's incredible, man.
It was pretty wild.
God dang, that's lucky. Yeah, that's crazy, man, because just to be able to get to do something like that, yeah. Wow. I'll watch that movie a bunch. Jerry Marin, that was the guy. This was one of them. The last surviving adult munchkin.
Okay, when did he die? What's it say that?
2016.
Okay, yeah, it was probably him. Because he said he was the last one.
Bring up a picture of this dude. Wow. And
He
there
could have
he
been
is right
bullshitting me
there.
though too. I was at the carnival, so he could have been bullshitting me too.
Yeah, he could have been full of shit. It could have just been a little dude trying to fucking get high.
Yeah, well, he
It
was,
could have been a 7-year-old with a cane trying to
fucking
you
threw
know,
a beard
cop
on
puff.
him.
Yeah.
Somebody put a beard on him.
Look at Jerry Marin right there on Wikipedia. He's huffing. He's got a cigar on him right there. Wow.